Hello everyone, welcome to our Return to Moria Survival Guide. We're talking ironwood wood in today's episode because it's a resource you'll need to make, high tier kind of like weapons and items and armor and all that in the kind of later stages of Return to Moria. And because it's such a rare resource, I think it's kind of worth talking about the different ways you can get that. So, first things first here, ironwood. Like I said, it's a resource. It's a type of wood, not unlike elven wood and balsam wood and all of that. The interesting thing about ironwood, though, is that it doesn't come from like a specific tree exactly. You have to kind of cross your fingers, really, that you kind of come across it. So there's kind of like, I guess, two, maybe three main ways to get ironwood. The easiest and the kind of the way to kind of get it in bulk is to find pallets, existing pallets. So, for example, I just came across this area. Ignore the fact that it's saying look for the X fragment. That's another video. And we have like wood scraps here. But if we come over here, we actually have 14 ironwood right here waiting for us. So we're going to pick this up, and you can see we get quite a few unlocks with it. We get the gristmill, Khazad bolts, Khazad arrows. And I think you get the spinning wheel as well. Let's double check that. Workbench. Yep, we have all these now. That's great. We have a question mark here, which is interesting. And then, let's see, where are we at here? There we are, the spinning wheel as well. So those are the recipes that are unlocked with this. Obviously, you need this type of wood to make these objects as well. So there's kind of like all of that. I think we have, we have elven wood too. You know what? While we're here, let's take that too. So you can find these pallets kind of like in these sort of like, production buildings. It is random, so it might not always be there. Oh, rangers. You know what? We're just going to grab that. We're just going to grab everything. Two. Oh my goodness, I got so lucky. And one thing to keep in mind when looking for these pallets is that sometimes they're on like the second or third floor. Like I have found a pallet up on the third floor of a building. Like I had to climb almost all the way to the roof, basically. And I mean like cave roof, not even like building roof. So don't be afraid to really like investigate these homes. If there's a ladder or if you can kind of keep going up because you might find an ironwood pallet there. Now the second way to get ironwood, and I had a quick fast travel to my base to show you this, is to actually enchant an item with a specific rune, and that is this rune right here, the Yarog Eluthanel, something like that, rune. And we can see here that it says chance to harvest ironwood when striking trees. So basically you kind of put this on any kind of thing. I'm just going to put it, I guess, here for now. And we need 3 emeralds to do this. I only have 1, so I can't do it right now, sadly. But you need 3 emeralds, and you can get these emeralds primarily, like, I tend to get them a lot from fighting the orcs in Dwarrowdelf. They tend to drop them kind of commonly, in my opinion. At least, like, that's been my experience, anyway. So if you don't have any emeralds, go fight some orcs, and they'll drop plenty. And then you can add that rune to your weapon. I'm just gonna do the axe because like that's just what I use to chop trees. It just kind of makes sense, right? And you have a slight chance, of getting ironwood as kind of like a byproduct, a by resource whenever you're like chopping down trees. So that means like like the elven trees back in the elven quarter, the balsam trees in the lower deeps. Chop those, the mushroom trees, I should say. Chop those down, and you might just get a little bit of ironwood as well. And I've also found that like if you use an enchanted axe to chop like the furniture in Dwarrowdelf, sometimes that can drop ironwood too. But it's primarily just for like cutting down trees and stuff. So that's kind of like the 2 or 3 ways, furniture to add to that you can get ironwood. But obviously, like I said, if you want to get in bulk, just keep an eye out for those pallets because they tend to have a lot just chilling right there. So, but as we saw as well, that the key things that the ironwood unlocks is the Khazad arrows, bolts, the gristmill, and the spinning wheel. So if you're looking for that particular crafting station or item, pick up some ironwood when you can, and those blueprints will be unlocked. So hopefully that's helpful. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I will see you in the next one. Until then, keep surviving and keep thriving.